again. This is day 3. This is I-84 in Connecticut near Hartford.
After 3 kilometers.
What? After 3 kilometers. Far to the left is what I think is downtown Hartford. So we are just a little bit north of New York City. Yeah, in case you guys are wondering, why am I on 84 if I'm supposed to go to Texas? Well, I'll tell you why. Because first of all, I didn't want to go through New York City, and I especially did not want to take I-95 through Connecticut and New Jersey, because then you have to go through Washington, DC, Philadelphia. It's crazy. So at first I wanted just to take 495 around Boston and then catch 90, I-84 and go through Scranton, and then I need the I-81, because I-81 goes southwest, right where I need it. So my main goal was to catch I-81 south. But then I remembered that I-84, which goes west towards Scranton, has lots of hills, and my load is pretty heavy. So as I discovered that compactor in the back, I thought it was 16,000 pounds. Turns out it's 26,000 pounds. So I'm still legal, I'm okay, just that, lots of weight in the back, but that's the only way to load it. Jesus, look at this road.
Follow Interstate 84 westbound, US 6 westbound, US 44 westbound, towards Waterbury for 94 kilometers.
So anyway, and yeah, so I didn't want to go through all those hills, so what I'm doing is, I'm taking I-84, but instead of going all the way to Scranton, I'm just going only to I-87, which goes north and south. And 87 actually goes back to Canada, but I'll take it south towards New York City, but then I'll get the bypass 287 and go into New Jersey, right? And then I found another highway, which is I-78, and I-78 goes west straight to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and I'll catch I-81 over there. I want to read you one email I got today, and I'm at the rest area. Jesus, this Connecticut made me tired. I'm at the rest area right before the split of 87 and what is it, 287, and then 287 west to 78, and then I'm entering Pennsylvania. And I think I'm not gonna do too many miles today because I'm really tired. After all this driving, there's a TA. I'm gonna go through Harrisburg, and from here it's about 274 kilometers, which is like 2 hours 45 minutes. Perfect. But anyway, got an interesting email, right? I was waiting, I got a quote for a globe hydraulic detach about a week ago, right? And the price, I did not mention the price, but it's basically 54,000 US, right? And now I was asking to compare for a quote on mechanical detach, which of course they're supposed to be lighter, cheaper, because there's no hydraulics, but they do involve much more work. There's more steps to connect, disconnect. Personally, I don't like them, but I want to save money, right? I want a cheap trailer where I can start making good money, and I wanted full decks, front and rear, instead of kind of like a construction lowboy. So finally, this guy at Nair dealer in Ontario sends me a quote, and I started reading the email, and right away I felt kind of like weird. Sergei, attached is the specifications and a dimensional drawing for the 50-ton mechanical gooseneck you requested. Now the second paragraph. Although this trailer is priced higher than the Globe quote, there is no comparison between the trailers. Our quote includes everything you ask for, whereas the Globe or any other off-the-shelf trailer would be a fairly big compromise on your part. As a broker for Landstar, I know how important flexibility is for you. Like, this is kind of like a weird grammar here. Is he a broker for Landstar, or he means I'm a broker for Landstar? That's a bad grammar. Basically, flexibility is important for me, and he truly believes that at Nair that he quoted will give me maximum flexibility to haul anything that comes my way. At Nair is a quality name brand for heavy haul trailers, a brand that has an excellent reputation in the industry for quality design and workmanship. In fact, we recently had a salesman who sold Trail King for years comment that at Nair was in fact better quality than Trail King. That is saying a lot. So he keeps giving me all this, you know, BS, just kind of like emotional talk, you know. And then I look at the attached drawing, and you know, because I've been sleeping with these trailers, you know, I've been doing so much research, and I'm happy to report that at least now I look at the specs and I can tell you right away, is it a good trailer or bad trailer? Now check this out. The mechanical is 2,700 pounds heavier than the hydraulic from Globe, right? Secondly, the mechanical, it's, even though it's called a 50-ton trailer, but if you look carefully, it says 50 ton in 16 feet of the frame. So it's a weak frame, and it does 90,000 pounds in 10 feet, whereas the Globe is a true 50-ton trailer because the capacity is 50 tons in 12 feet. So it's a stronger frame. And then you look at, and why is the mechanical weaker? Well, you look in the drawing and it says main beams 12-inch T1 steel, whereas the Globe uses 16-inch T1 steel. And of course Globe is it's 24 inches of the ground at the main deck. This one is 20 inches of the ground, but the clearance is 8 on the Globe, 6 inches on the at Nair. But why would you use 12-inch main beams? I don't know. Oh, and then cross members, you know, the cross members that sit across the deck, that's what makes the trailer, you know, the floor stronger. How you space them, right, is important. And these guys at Nair, I guess they didn't want to add any more weight, so their cross members are spaced 2 feet apart, whereas on the Globe they're 12 inches apart, 1 foot, you know. And like the list goes on and on, but of course the big difference is that and the price. the price for the Globe, like I said, is 53,500, I think it was, if I pick it up myself in Florida at the plant. That's US dollars. This one is 66,500 if I pick it up at the plant. I think they're in Illinois at Nair. Yeah, Illinois or Indiana. And the salesperson was telling me, oh, by the way, why would you want to go to Florida? You know, at Nair it's a much better name and we are closer. But there's everything is different. Like the price is much higher, the weight, I don't know. But yeah, so this the only advantages of this trailer is that it does have full decks, and of course probably that's what makes it heavy. There's a full deck in the front, full deck in the back, so you can load, you know, more stuff. But it's 2,700 pounds heavier. But the most importantly, it's much more expensive, right? They do give me 33 grand for the step deck as a trade-in. That's a good part too. But that's Canadian dollars, 33,000. So I'm still upside down, but like it looks like it's you know, they're willing to take the step deck if I'm willing to take this overpriced brand name trailer. But honestly, I don't care about what name is written on the stuff I'm buying, as long as it's good quality. And so far, from what I see, Globe is hydraulic. You know, okay, I would need to add PTO to my, you know, PTO, the hydraulic thing, to my truck. That's about 3 grand. But for the mechanical, I need ramps on the frame in the back. That's about 2,000 bucks, like one guy told me. Maybe 1,500, I don't know. But still, there's some expense anyway. So, but I'm still waiting. This guy, the only thing is, this guy from the Globe dealer, he doesn't seem too happy about the trade-in. I don't know. I've been sending him pictures and still waiting for these, you know, trade-in value estimate, because I don't want to keep 2 trailers. But worst thing comes to, you know, if I mean, worst case scenario, I can always have 2 trailers. But I really don't. I didn't like it when I had a flat and a step. You know, just too much hassle. You know, you have to pay for parking. You have to pay for their, you know, certification. What is it? DOT inspection. You know, do the paperwork, pay insurance. Even though you don't use it, you still have to pay for it. So I'd rather have 1 trailer. But I mean, I can find a cheap loan probably, because that one is only 50. What did I say? 53 grand, 54. Right? So the payments will be much less. So if I can find a cheap loan, I might as well have 2 trailers, and the monthly payments will be pretty much the same as I take this $66,000 US mechanical. Like, where's no common sense? You know, mechanicals are supposed to be cheaper and lighter, not pricier and heavier. Anyway, that was my that was my rant about lowboy trailers for today. So all right, time to rock and roll. So I gotta hit Harrisburg before the traffic starts. But after that, it should be smooth sailing on I-81 all the way down to Louisiana, and I'll probably be driving in shorts soon after that. I'm still wearing my $12 trek pants. You know, don't wanna leave them in the truck. I just went to have a burger, and I was afraid someone might steal them. This is good quality pants from Walmart. You know, be safe.